Look who it is, the village's elite college boy, Shennong. Sling that home with your tail between your legs, huh? Couldn't cut it in the city, could you?
For years at some fancy university, all that money down the drain. Right back here in the dirt, digging for a living.
Ha! All that cash to raise a college grad. Can't even land a decent job. What a disgrace. Ha ha ha.
I came back to do something big.
Something big? How much more shame will you bring? I told you not to waste your time on that useless degree. Should have stayed home and worked the land like a normal person. Look at you now, can't even get a wife. You hear that, genius? That fancy diploma of yours? It's not even good enough to wipe your backside with around here. It's not that education is useless.
It's that you people have no idea how to use it. Just you watch. I'll take that useless wasteland and prove it to every one of you. My mind, Shenyang's mind, can grow gold from dirt. Village chief, here's 5,000 bucks. I want to lease the 100-acre wasteland west of the village. You're out of your mind. That land's nothing but salt alkali patches.
Nothing grows there. You're just throwing money away. What a joke. Big brain, you can't even tell wheat from chives. And you think you can farm? What does a college kid know about dirt? This is just foolishness. You're throwing your old man's life savings into a hole. Farming takes science, not the nonsense floating around in your head.
The land's fine. It's you folks who don't know how to tend it. The land's fine. It's you folks who don't know how to tend it. In my hands, even dead soil can turn into golden egg-laying fields.
Good Lord, you're jumping straight into the fire.
I've signed this contract black and white. In less than a month, I want to make this wasteland grow things you wouldn't even dare to dream of.
You signed it. Fine. Mess with this, and you're dead to us. From now on, to the Shin family, you no longer exist. I'm washing my hands of you.
Dad, I'm sorry, but I'm going to prove to you that my path is absolutely right.
Oh, will you look at this? The big scholar. Using some hunk of metal that looks like a TV remote. To farm with. Ha ha ha. What's that piece of junk supposed to do? Can it magic up fertilizer or conjure water? That's like taking your pants off just to fart. Completely pointless.
Showing off. Our families have farmed for generations. On feel alone. Grab a handful of dirt and you know if it's wet or dry. All these fancy foreign gizmos are useless. Bookworm's a bookworm. Can't even hold a hoe right.
Feel? Your calloused hands. Can they feel what the soil lacks? Trace elements? Can they feel the pH level? Open your eyes wide and look. This land's pH level is only 4.2, severely acidic. It's vertically deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. The organic matter content is less than 1%. This is a classic case of acidified, barren, useless land. You blindly dumping enzymes will only kill it further.
pH what? What kind of gibberish is this kid spouting?
Don't understand? Doesn't matter. As long as we treat the root cause, dead land can come back to life. Give me 3 months. I'll make every single one of you witness a real miracle on this dead ground.
Our scholar, now shoveling manure? Just by fertilizer. Why make it hard? All that education, wasted. Listen, I'm begging you, stop this nonsense. Take the money, go to town, buy some fertilizer. Keep it simple.
Dad, chemical fertilizer just hardens the soil more and more. You guys use it year after year. Too much kills the land. That's why it died. Only microbial organic fertilizer is what truly nourishes the soil. Scientific farming, you just don't get it. The soil's fully nourished. Next step, deep tilling. I'll make the whole village eat their words.
Holy smokes. Look at the seedlings this college boy grew. How are the stems thicker than my pinky finger?
The leaves are so green they're practically glowing. 10 times hardier than our old seedlings. Pretty doesn't mean tough. They're hothouse flowers. Wait till he plants them in that salt-like graveyard. They'll be dead and gone within 3 days.
They'll die if you plant blind. Need 25 degrees Celsius, 60% humidity. A golden ratio of trace element mechanisms. Every step I take is backed by precise data. What chance do your survival rates have against that?
Hey folks, come quick. The big scholar here is about to bury these precious seedlings in the dead zone. Ha ha ha. Let's just wait and see how he loses his shirt. The village laughingstock.
Laugh. Laugh all you want. Once these roots take hold in that soil, I'll show you all what a real dimensional reduction strike looks like.
Everyone, look! The bookworm's feeding ants with a few drops of water. Flood the field. Soak it! This is pretend. Yeah, so stingy, won't even water the crops. No way these seedlings survive. He doesn't even know how to water. Our ancestors rule, the fiercer the sun, the harder you water. That's how the seedlings drink their fill.
Water heavily when the sun's at its peak. Are you watering the field, or are you stewing live roots in a wok? Midday soil temp hits 40 degrees Celsius. You dump a bucket of cold water on it. The sudden temperature shock kills the root hairs instantly. Flood irrigation kills the goose that lays golden eggs. Squeezes oxygen out. Roots rot. Plants suffocate. Precision drip irrigation. You bumpkins don't know a damn thing about science.
Keep blowing hot air. Planting in this dead zone. This cheap. 3 days till you harvest tumbleweeds.
Blood.
Every single one. It's even sprouting new shoots.
This can't be happening.
3 days are up. Life from barren earth. The real show is just getting started.
This is spooky. Seedlings from a dead patch. They're a whole size bigger than the ones in our good soil. They made it. Unbelievable. This is downright unnatural.
Don't get your hopes up. They've only just sprouted. Looks green and lush, but the foundation is weak. Wait for fruiting. This land lacks nutrients. They'll rot and die from disease.
Your fertilizer forces leaves, not roots. They'll wilt in sun. This is root promotion. Deeper roots handle drought and disease. And the stronger their resistance to pests. The growth looks weak? That's just the first push on the gas. The main event is still coming. Its growth is only going to explode harder and harder.
This kid. Could his old books hold a secret? Is the Shin family fortune finally about to turn around? Take a look, folks. Just like I said, this college boy's plants are all for show. These leaves are thin as tissue paper. A stiff breeze would tear him. Can't even hold nutrients. Won't bear a single pepper, guaranteed.
They do look thin. Our own homegrown peppers. Now those have thick, sturdy leaves.
We're done for. Probably all stalk, no fruit. The yield will be a total bust. Got our hopes up for nothing.
Thick doesn't mean better. You're just talking out of your rear. You're just parading your ignorance for the whole village to laugh at. Look closely. This is a highlight efficiency, thin leaf variety. Thinner leaves, more light, better photosynthesis. Is 3 times better than your dumb, thick leaves. Nutrients aren't all wasted on growing foliage. The fruit set rate will be shockingly high. That's science. The absolute gap between that and your old wives' tales.
Thin leaves are for more fruit.
Is that really what the book says?
Being stubborn is useless. Data doesn't lie. The data whole trees covered in red lanterns. I'll make your faces sting from the slap of reality.
My good lord. Same size basket. How is his over 10 pounds heavier than what we grew? The flesh is thick and solid as a rock. A single pound of his is 2 ounces heavier than ours. And more. Wow, stop getting so worked over a fluke. Wow. Don't get worked up over a fluke. This wasteland just had a lucky patch. A blind squirrel found a nut. One basket proves nothing.
In AG science, coincidence doesn't exist. From soil testing and deep formula-based soil amendment, every step, from temperature control to drip irrigation, is data-driven. That's inevitability. Only you blind folks, who rely entirely on luck and prayer, would mistake someone else's hard-earned skill for laughable luck.
Thick, few seeds, perfect spice. Premium peppers. Market price is $1 a pound. I'll give you 2. I'll take the whole lot. All you got. $2? That's double. With that 100 acres, he's gonna make a killing. He paid cash. This cartload sold for thousands. If he harvests the whole 100 acres, my lord. A blind squirrel found a dead mouse, that's all. First harvest drained the dead ground. Next cycle, that land will be a total bust. Won't even have a shriveled leaf left.
Hold it right there. Ignorance ain't a crime, but parading it sure is. That's just plain wrong. Open your eyes wide and look. Multi-crop continuous fruiting. First batch was just an appetizer. The next batch's yield is gonna at least double. And the price? It'll only be higher than today's. You all just stand there and watch. Watch and seethe with envy.
Thirsty? Drink. College education wasn't wasted. That land really can sprout gold.
Dad, the first slap has landed. Next up, I'm gonna turn the whole of Peach Blossom Village upside down.
Unbelievable. I don't believe my eyes. How come that bookworm got his to grow, while all my seedlings are rotting in the dirt? Oh, Dezhuang, how come yours didn't turn out right? Weren't you the one who said the college kid was messing around? Exactly. You copied him step by step. Even learned his sheep manure composting trick. How'd you end up with dead weeds? Where's your pride now?
Can't even copyright. And you blame the seeds?
What do you think for? I follow your composting steps. Every single one. It's you who messed it up.
For compost fermentation, the internal core temperature has to hit at least 60 degrees Celsius. And it needs to be sealed and mature for at least 20 days. But you couldn't wait 5 days before dumping raw manure. That produces a ton of ammonia. That's not farming. That's gassing your seedlings. Guaranteed root burn.
Don't get too cocky. You just got lucky. You got it to grow. Just wait. That sorry patch will be crawling with pests. I'll be watching you. Just waiting to catch you slipping up.
Anytime. I'm just worried your brain won't even know where to look for my tail.
It's over. Completely over. It was fine yesterday. Why did the whole patch turn yellow today? It's spreading way too fast. If we can't cure it, Old Man Lee's 10,000 plus investment is down the drain. Total crop failure, for sure. What's all the panic? It's just a damn bug infestation. Bugs chewing the leaves yellow. Go buy the strongest pesticide, now. Mix it heavy, spray 3-5 barrels. That'll cure it good.
Pesticide? You trying to bankrupt Old Man Lee faster? Want to poison all his cucumbers to death with one dose?
Bullshit. What do you treat a sick plant with if not pesticide? You worm. Stop acting like some expert.
It's downy mildew, a classic fungal disease. Not bugs at all. Using pesticide on fungus does nothing and causes serious chemical burn. For downy mildew, you need 72% metalaxylmancozeb, wettable powder. That's called using the right medicine.
This Shenyan, this new medicine, can it really save a crop from total loss?
3 days. In 3 days, the yellow spots fade, new shoots sprout. Total loss or a miracle comeback. You'll see for yourselves.
Unbelievable. A living miracle worker. The yellow spots are gone. New shoots sprouting even stronger. My livelihood saved. Incredible. 3 days meant 3 days. Knew it at a glance. What's in that college boy's head? Hey now, Dezhuang, didn't you say the other day? Spray 3-5 barrels? If we'd listened, he'd be in the river. Just pretending. Almost got someone killed. Compared to that genius Shen, you're not even fit to shine his shoes. Ha!
Polygonal lesions, gray-black, water-soaked mold on leaf undersides. These are the most basic signs of fungal infection. This knowledge isn't some. It's all in those college textbooks. You all look down on. Written clear as day. Studying is useless? That's an excuse for the lazy. Scientific farming is the only way forward for this land.
Holy moly, that car's gotta be worth millions. What's a big city tycoon doing in our backwater village?
You're Shenyan? I saw your premium peppers at the county collection station. The cultivation technique is downright terrifyingly professional. I'm very interested in the tech in your head. Partner with me. I can make you money you've never even dreamed of. Here's my full business proposal. The growing techniques in your head are top tier, but I know standardized fruit and vegetable sorting. Premium produce with cold chain and high-end channels. Can only fetch luxury prices. On my assembly line. Let's do this together. We'll quintuple the profits.
Well, look at this. A college kid who can't even hold the whole right. Teaming up with a soft-handed city girl. You two really think you're big shots now, huh? Yeah, farming needs solid, down-to-earth work. What's the use of all that fancy jargon? Two snot-nosed kids. Playing house together, you'll lose your shirts in no time.
Just a bunch of nonsense. Total nonsense. You think farming today, still breaking your back in the dirt like the old days? We have premium tech and standardized operations. That's a dimensional reduction strike. My job is to smash through yield barriers. His job is to open up the critical sales channels. Front end and back end powerhouse alliance. It's 10,000 times better than your pathetic solo struggles. Your plan is perfect, but your ambition is too small.
What do you mean? 100 acres isn't enough to show your stuff?
100 acres? Nothing. I'll lease all of Peach Blossom Village. I'll build the province's largest modern agricultural base. I'm going to make the entire market dance to our tune.
Don't fall for this nerd's tricks, folks. Use your heads. How could peppers this big grow in dead soil? It's gotta be pumped full of hormones. Anyone who eats these poison peppers is gonna get sick. He's trying to kill everyone in Peach Blossom Village. Oh my gosh, no wonder they look so unnatural. It's all chemicals and shady tricks. We can't let anyone die from eating these. Could end up in jail. Even if he gave them away for free. I wouldn't dare take his vegetables. It's easy to spread lies, but hard to clear your name. In my book.
I never put up with jealous, green-eyed monsters like you. Taking samples to the county's quality inspection now. We'll run a full pesticide residue test. You got the guts to get in my truck and come with me to check. If they find even a trace of banned substances, I'll give you my land if you're wrong. You'll kneel and apologize to the village. LB, why should I go with you? Who knows what dirty trick you're pulling?
Dijuan's chickening out. He doesn't dare go. This is pure jealousy. Just making up lies on spite. If you don't go, it's defamation of agricultural products.
That's jail time. Go home now. And wash that filthy, lying mouth of yours. Just you wait. Folks, the County Bureau's report is out.
Not only did all 108 pesticide residue tests come back 0, but good heavens, it says right here. They're 3 times more nutritious than regular peppers. Hey, Dijuan, where are you slinking off to? Didn't you say eating these would make people sick? That was all lies. You almost ruined our village's reputation. You think you can just spread lies and walk away?
Do you think you can just run away after spreading rumors? Take a look at that official red seal up there. Toxic hormones. How to control pests without pesticides. Green pest control. Frequency vibrating insecticidal lamps. Yellow/blue sticky boards. Microbial fertilizer for roots. Growing good crops relies on hardcore science. Not on your low-life, crooked shortcuts.
Boss Shen, that thing, physical balance? How do you do it?
Want to learn? If you dare to follow me, I guarantee I'll make every field in this village yield gold.
Today, I'll take your bet. These 10 acres, draw the line right here. Let's compete growing corn. I've farmed since diapers. 30 whole years growing corn. I want to see if your fancy little books can outgrow me. These hands, callous from 30 years. This isn't just farming. One fights for life, the other plays games. And let's see office.
30 years experience? Obsolete before smart farming. It's nothing more than repeating the same wrong farming move. For 30 years, bring out the scales. 30 years of belief or the truth of modern science. Today, we let the numbers do the talking.
Weighing complete. Wang Dijuan's field yields 800 gene per moo. Xin Yan's field yields 1,200 gene.
Seed selection, soil testing, dense planting tech, drones for precise pest control. 400 gene difference. This is science mercilessly crushing old school methods.
400 gene? Impossible. My 30 years of skill, a joke?
Times have changed. If you don't keep up with science, you won't just lose these 10 acres. You'll lose your right to even survive on this land. It'll be stripped away completely. Why are his corn cobs only as big as a finger? Well, mine are good enough to use as a club. First key point. Wide narrow row dense planting. Old method seeds evenly 15890. The corn in the middle never sees the sun. It all suffocates. Wide narrow rows let every single leaf soak up the sunlight. That's called maxing out photosynthesis.
Oh! So the wide narrow rows are for sun exposure. The methods in those books, they just sound more sensible than our old ways.
Time fertilizer right. Only makes the corn grow tall without bearing any fruit. Precise nitrogen at tasseling. Feed it when it's most hungry, when it's desperate to produce. Steel on the blade. Add biocontrol. Drones for early prevention. Yield will explode. No more guesswork. It's not about praying for rain and hoping for the best. That 890 kilograms, it comes from precise data. From hardcore science. From hardcore science. The old tricks in your heads. If you don't upgrade today, you'll be wiped out by the market tomorrow.
Expert Chin, your tech is so impressive. Wassian, we only ask you to teach us your planting methods. We all want to learn. Try to boost our yields.
I can teach you. For the people I, Shennong, lead, village land must be under my plan. Hand your lifelines to me?
Hey, Boss Yin. Expert Shin. These local products, please don't look down on them. Genius Shin. We're truly convinced. That 400-pound yield gap knocked the soul right out of us. Have a heart, take us on as your disciples. Teach us how to farm scientifically. Spineless turncoats. That little. Feeding them? What kind of Kool-Aid? They're all running to be his lapdogs.
Take it back.
Boss Yin, we were blind before. You're a big man, have a heart.
Me, Shennong, do I look like I need your chump change? Listen up. My knowledge isn't for sale. I'll teach it all for free. I'm back to lead this village to modern agricultural standards and dominate the market. If you're willing to learn and follow my absolute unified command, I guarantee your income this year starts at 5 times what it was. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., AG Tech Night School. Starts at the village committee yard. Don't be late.
Boss Yin is awesome. My whole family will be there on time. Free classes? Sounds like a power grab to me. Trying to control the whole village. We'll just see about that. We'll see who has the last laugh. Shennong, you genius, still burning the midnight oil? Look, about earlier, my mouth was foul. I was a real piece of work. That method for your premium chili peppers. Any chance you could quietly teach me too?
Well, if it isn't the great Wang Dazhuang, with his 30 years of farming experience, weren't you the one saying I was just fooling around? You said book learning was useless. Couldn't even tell wheat from chives? Asking a bookworm like me for advice? You, not afraid I'll poison your land too?
I was wrong. I'm completely convinced, alright? Book learning is damn useful. That 400-pound yield hurts worse than a knife to the gut. Farming. It needs educated folks like you. The technique. Wang Dazhuang admits defeat.
A man who owns his mistakes isn't lost. My stand's the same. My methods are open to the whole village. Since you're convinced, starting tomorrow, you sit in the front row at night school. Take notes like a good student. Follow my rules, and I'll show you how to make real money.
Even Dodge wants to learn from the master. From now on, Peach Blossom Village only trusts Shennong.
Shennong, big trouble. A top-tier supermarket chain. They want our produce. A $5 million exclusive order is on the table. They need a high-quality crop in 3 days. Can we deliver?
No problem. Let's show them what real agricultural achievement looks like.
A dull pencil beats a sharp memory. These methods are the real deal that'll put more money in your pockets. Teacher should make sense. If we follow his lead, our lives are bound to get better. Teacher Shen, when's the best time to spread fertilizer? We used to wait till the seedlings yellowed. Isn't that too late? Yeah, and what about pests and diseases? Wouldn't preventing them early save a lot of headache?
Oldie's got a point. Feeding yellowed seedlings. It's like feeding a fainted man. Inefficient. Scientific farming means targeted, precise fertilization. Early prevention beats scrambling after the fact.
So that's how it is. We were just fumbling around based on old habits. Now, following the science, it all makes perfect sense.
For our village to grow, we gotta pull together. Focus our strength, make a quality product at scale, and a solid reputation. Are you all willing to work together?
We're willing to follow Teacher Shin and make our lives prosper.
The premium order from the city's high-end supermarket is locked in. Over the next few days, let's pour our hearts into cultivation. Apply the technique at every step for top-tier quality. Let's make life in Peach Blossom Village better and better together.
Let's work hard, get rich, and revitalize our village.
Peat moss, seedling soil, perlite. Strict 3-to-1 ratio. That's the golden ratio. Nighttime temperature. Keep above 15 degrees. This is critical. This is crafting a $5 million precision industrial product.
Boss Yen, we're too scared to plant this. We've never seen this breed. What if we fail? We won't even get cold wind, let alone a hot meal. Yeah. The prejudice is too much. For generations, we've only ever planted cheap stuff. Our rough hands can't handle these delicate seedlings.
Afraid of failure, so you don't even have the guts to try? Just cling to the old ways, too scared to change? Then you'll be stuck farming the same old way forever. Others get rich with new methods, build a good life. You stay put. I'll handle all technical monitoring. I'll set every standard. I'm your safety net. You just follow my rules to the letter. If we actually lose money, it's on Shennong alone. I'll sell everything I own to pay you back. But if we make a profit, the $5 million is split by work, every cent to the village. Now, who's still too scared to plant?
Boss Yan's risking his life. What are we scared of? Let's do it. We'll bust our backs to grow this right.
Since everyone's willing to pitch in, we go full speed ahead. Work hard. 72 hours. I want this greenhouse. Produce 100,000 top-tier seedlings. Show the city bosses the industrial miracle from our Peach Blossom Village.
Heavens have been pouring rain for 3 straight days. Fields flooded, water over furrows. How do we slog through? The peppers are gonna be history. It's all over. That $5 million order is completely washed away.
Stop digging. It's useless. This rain's a real beast, flooded the whole field. Harvest's gonna take a hit. Can't fight Mother Nature. We're out of options. Just gotta accept our fate.
Accept fate? The words accept fate are not in Shennong's dictionary. They never have been. Nothing stops our profit, not even disaster. We're going to salvage what we can, minimize the losses. We're getting every penny we're owed. Enough moping. Peppers drown. Roots suffocate without oxygen. Drain the water. The plants live. Everyone, listen up. Follow the land slope. Every 5 meters. Dig a deep, wide drainage trench now. Men, dig 30 centimeters deep. Women, mound soil along rows to protect roots. Now, move.
If Bossian fights, so do we. We're stealing from the sky.
2 hours. Remember the plant's suffocation limit. We have 2 hours to drain this 100 acres completely. Get it done. This is a race against the clock. The lifeblood of this whole village depends on these 2 hours.
We saved it. The heavens finally cut us a break. All 100+ acres of good crops are secure. Look at the field next door. No raised beds, no paved drainage. They're taking a massive hit. Thank God we listened to Bossian. Digging those trenches saved our harvest. A real stroke of luck.
You're a true savior for Peach Blossom Village. Thanks to you. The whole village's harvest is safe. We can't thank you enough.
From now on, if anyone dares badmouth Shenyan, I, Wang Dajwang, will be the first to have a problem with it. They won't get away with it.
I'm no savior. We did this together. What saved our harvest, what'll give us a good life, isn't luck. It's scientific farming. Hard work and sweat. Those deep trenches and high beds we pushed before planting, they were for this exact moment, for this flood. Use disaster prevention tech early, reap benefits. Use it late, you lose everything. Today's rain was the ultimate test. Slack on science or procedures from now on. Don't bother working with us anymore.
We're with Bossian, heart and soul. We follow his lead. Heart and soul. Heart and soul.
Land's good. Teams in order. Crisis is past. Now it's time for us to head into the city and bring back that $5 million in gold, hard cash, with interest. How could you do this? Who gave you permission to bring this pesticide in the field?
Bossian, we gotta spray. Look at these bugs. They multiply by tens of thousands. They'll strip leaves bare. Total loss. He's right, Bossian. This infestation is unnatural. The old folk remedies can't touch it. This is the only spray that'll wipe him out clean. A $5 million order. If the bugs chew through it all, how the hell are we gonna deliver? Spray it. We got no choice.
Spray it. You spray that, sure, the bugs will die. The $5 million deal dies with them. They want premium green veggies, 0 pesticide residue. 1 drop of that toxic crap. The detectors light up, and the whole village's reputation is trashed. You all want to be on the hook for tens of millions in penalties? Watch closely. Aphids love yellow. Hang 30 yellow cards per acre. Physical trapping. Release ladybugs, let bugs eat bugs. That's biological pest control. Spray silica ash solution. Adjust leaf pH. Inhibits aphid breeding. Combining physical and biological methods. That's modern agriculture. A scientific, efficient approach.
No pesticides? Just relying on yellow paper and little bugs? You really think that can handle a swarm of aphids this massive? That's one hell of a gamble.
24 hours. This time tomorrow, I'll show you all how using natural laws and scientific prevention can completely control this insect plague.
The aphids are completely under control. Can't find a single one. Incredible. Not a single drop of pesticide used. And such a huge insect outbreak is completely contained.
Bossian.
Now that's a real agricultural expert. I'm convinced. This time, I'm genuinely, completely bowled over. I've been scratching a living from the dirt my whole life. And I'm no match for someone with a few years of book learning. Those old folk remedies for killing bugs are just killing the crop. His scientific pest control, now that's saving it.
Now you see why I told y'all to lay off the poison. Spraying not only ruins our reputation, it stunts the plants for 3 whole days while they detox. Green pest control, physical and biological, protects the plants, letting them grow in their pure state. It's safe, non-toxic, and boosts the pepper's quality, taste, and nutrition big time. That's the key to scientific farming. Top-notch quality with 0 pesticide residue. It's a win-win. This right here is the product advantage. We're banking on to crack, open the market.
Mr. Shen, your produce caused a stir in the city's high-end lab. The nutrient levels are off the charts. The higher-up said, taking the whole batch. Sign now. What's the price per pound? $3. $3 a pound. I'll take every last one you got.
$3 is just the starting point. Any pepper under 6 inches long, with a curve over 10 degrees, or a single scratch on the skin, toss it in a reject pile. Second-rate goods, that's where they belong.
Packaging must be vacuum sealed. Labels dead center. Not a millimeter off.
Good grief, this is gonna be the death of me. Sorting peppers is more finicky than picking out a sewing needle. Yeah, good enough should cut it. Why all the fuss?
We used to bag 'em up, tie 'em with twine. And the buyers hauled 'em off just fine.
Good enough might fly, but on high-end supermarket shelves? Looks are everything. One tiny flaw. And the whole batch's value plummets.
So what if they're pretty? Can you eat looks? They all end up in the frying pan anyway.
Bulk bag stuff, Mr. Chen buys for $3. But with strict grading and packaging. High-end market pays $450 per pound.
Ordinary produce is just ingredients. Standardize the packaging, build a brand, and you boost the value. Earn the brand premium.
Extra $1.50 per pound, so we packed all night.
The first shipment, 5,000 pounds of premium goods, is on the truck. Will the picky customers in the town's high-end markets approve of this batch?
The goal isn't just approval. It's to sell out fast. To make our village the talk of the market.
This spiciness, this crisp texture, and that rich, sweet aftertaste, it's absolutely top tier. This is 3 whole grades better than our imported premium stuff. Boss Shen, Mr. Su, say no more. $4.50 per pound. Historic high price for our produce. As long as you can guarantee this quality, Shennong, will take all your produce year-round. Let's sign a long-term contract right now at $4.50. Holy cow! We used to have to beg and plead just to sell it for $1 a pound. We really got a long-term contract. $4.50 a pound. Dedication and skill paid off. Our Peach Blossom Village, we're all about to get rich.
Don't celebrate too soon. Why are they willing to pay $4.50? It relies on scientific cultivation and standardized quality control. It relies on our zero pesticide residue technology, our quality. It relies on the brand built through standardized sorting. Quality plus brand. That's the foundation for that $4.50 price. That's the iron law of modern agriculture.
Boss Shen! It's, well, not bad. It's fantastic news. The news about our village landing that Skyline 5 million order. Word spread, villages are jealous. They're all storming into our compound. We can't hold them back. They're begging to learn from you, Boss Shen. Please, take us poor folks under your wing too. We'll give you all our land, no questions.
Peach Blossom Village can't hold me. I'll take it all. 100,000 acres, mine. I aim to build a province-wide agribusiness. That's the scale of the industry I'm aiming for.
Brother Dishwang, we're poor villagers. Please accept these gifts. Just let us meet with Boss Yen and learn a few techniques. Get lost, stop trying to cozy up. His tech is our village's secret. Why should we just hand it over to you for free? Exactly. Teach the apprentice and starve the master. Don't you get it? Scarcity drives value. If they all learn it, who's gonna buy our $4.50 peppers? You hear that? That's a trade secret. You all better pack up. Go back where you came from. Don't steal our livelihood. Well, I'll be darned.
Stealing your livelihood? You're a frog in a well. It's only as big as the opening.
Boss Yen, we're just protecting your interests here. If we teach them, our share of the pie gets smaller.
In modern business, without scale, you don't even get a seat at the table to negotiate with capital. 100 acres alone can't dominate the provincial market. The scale gap makes you a sitting duck for low price competition. The future of farming is an industrial matrix, strength in numbers. The tech has to be completely open. I'll use the tech as a rope to tie all the land from every village to my war chariot.
Boss Yen, now that's a man with vision. We'll follow your lead.
Take all your gifts back. Sit down and pay attention. Starting today, Shun's technology is open for business. You just focus on growing the premium produce. I'll handle the sales. The first shot for the 100,000 acre base fires tonight.
Zhao Ergu, $52,000. Come up and get it. Good. Sweet mother of mercy, farmed my whole life. First time I've ever seen this much money come back. Son, your dad was wrong. I almost ruined your bright future. Your schooling wasn't for nothing. You didn't just save our family. You're lifting up the whole darn village. Yen, boss, I don't even know what to say. From now on, you're the savior of Peach Blossom Village. You point the way, and we'll follow.
Satisfied with this? $4.50 a pound for veggies? In the real capital markets, that's just pocket change. I got you this first pot of gold just so you'd have the capital to upgrade your gear. This is top-tier luxury fruit. Crystal blueberry sugar gem. Pepper profits are decent, but premium fruit targets the high-end market. It fetches a much higher economic value. A 100,000 acre cultivation base is already prepped. Next, we join hands to crack open the national luxury fruit market, steadily scaling up the operation.
Boss Yen, aren't we supposed to be making big money? Why are we up on this godforsaken, barren hill planting peach trees? Peaches are worthless. In good years, they rot on trees. Nobody wanted them at 20 cents a pound. Fed to pigs. We trust you, but fruit trees aren't like peppers. The old saying goes, peaches 3, apricots 4, pears 5 years. This golden goose needs 3 years to bear fruit. 3 years of dead air, the land yielding nothing. The village can't just drink the northwest wind and wait.
Peaches 3? That's a century-old almanac. Take a good look. This is especially imported. Top-tier, early ripening. Crystal blueberry sugar gem peach. Using modern tech, plant this year. They bear full crop next year. We compressed the 3-year cycle down to a hard 10 months. Not just a short cycle. Its sweetness hits 22 bricks. One bite is sweeter than honey. But the real key is the timing. Ripens a month earlier than common market peaches. It shelves when the market's empty. You know what that means? Leveraging quality to carve out a differentiated high market. Sell limited quantities. Build competitive specialty agriculture.
Whatever you say, boss Yen. You point, we dig. Let's just do it. Terraform the mountain. Open up 500 acres of this wasteland.
I want terraces formed and irrigation lines laid within 7 days. Hard work now will soon bring a rich return. Fully reclaim the hillside. Expand our cultivation space. Each pit must be 80 centimeters long, wide, and deep. Mix base fertilizer and topsoil evenly. Overly long roots must be pruned to a smooth cut.
Good grief, boss Yen. This ain't planting trees. This is harder than embroidery. Our backs are breaking. Planting a tree, dig, dump, stomp. Right? Stick it in any which way and it'll live on its own. Exactly. With your meticulous method. We can't even plant 10 trees a day. This 500 acres. We'll be at it forever. No need to be so strict.
Just shove in the ground and it'll live. Pocketing the roots kills nutrients. That tree will be dead in less than 2 weeks, guaranteed. Digging deep loosens the soil, let the roots go down. Trimming damaged roots stops rot and infection. Pruning the top reduces water loss. Slapdash planting, half will make it. Follow planting standards. 3-year recovery. And our seedling survival rate hits over 95%. In modern, standardized agriculture, those old, sloppy ways just don't cut it anymore.
Every single one's alive. Not a single wilted leaf. The results speak for themselves. Scientific farming works. All right, I'm convinced. The result. No matter how hard it gets. From now on, we're not getting anymore. Not one.
Survival? That's just the first step on the road through hell. The better our seedlings grow, the more vultures it'll attract. Get your tools ready. The battle for this hill is just beginning.
Big trouble. The next village overcopied our planting method. They stole our pepper growing technique. And they're using chemical fertilizer to force grow their crop. Then dumping it in the city at half price. Several of our small supermarket buyers chasing the cheap deal. Just cancel our orders. They're selling at $1.50. We're at $4.50. That price gap is insane.
Market wants cheap. They undercut us. Our stuff won't sell at all now. It'll all rot in the warehouse.
Calm down. They're chemical-soaked junk. Doesn't deserve to share the same market as us. What's the matter? Don't you trust my methods? Or don't you trust your own damn heads?
That's easy to say, but peppers that look the same are hard for customers to tell apart. How do we break through?
And we don't let them guess. Starting today, we break away from the generic bulk market. We trademark our brand. Custom anti-counterfeit packaging. We turn this village's produce. We aim for premium. Leave cheap behind.
Country Fresh is fully trademarked across all channels. From today, our premium peppers are all getting dressed in this high-end packaging with a unique traceability code and green certification. No one can copy this.
Mr. Sue, this box sure looks fancy. Yeah, but no matter how pretty you print a cardboard box, you can't eat the box. Exactly. It's all flashy nonsense. A cheap box like this must cost a few dimes each. We're selling vegetables. Why use such expensive boxes? This is just burning money. Pure waste.
Wasteful. Do you even understand what product added value is? In high-end supermarkets, this isn't a box. It's the consumer's face. It's a guarantee of zero pesticide residue, a promise of safety. With the Country Fresh rebrand, the retail price jumps straight to $5 a pound. A few dimes in packaging buys over $1 in pure profit increase. Can't you do the math?
If Long Family Village wants to play in the $1.50 mud, let them roll around in it. We're launching a dimensional reduction strike using our brand moat to lock the low-end market out completely.
$5. We're selling for $5. Boss Yen and Mr. Sue. You're like wealth gods. Switch to new packaging now.
Launch pre-sales across all high-end online channels.
See that? That's the power of a brand. In just 10 minutes, Peach Blossom Village is shaking the county's produce market on merit.
Family in the live stream, this is our 100-acre Country Fresh base. Truly zero pesticide residue. Physical pest control. Cold chain delivery direct. Bringing you the absolute best, top-tier, pristine produce.
Top tier? It's just rotten veggies from a country greenhouse. Please, look how natural it is. They definitely used ripening agents. Behold, how good can that be? $5 a pound? They must be crazy.
Everyone, please don't spread misinformation. Our products have national level certification.
Country bumpkin produce growth hormones. Today, I'm going to give you keyboard warriors a proper lesson. Open your eyes wide and look. Sugar content, 12.5, sweeter than any apple. Pest-free farm. Zero hormones, zero pesticide residue. $5 a pound? You call that robbery? In the eyes of a pro, that's a steal. Don't believe me? That's it. Find a single trace of pesticide residue. And I, Shennong, will pay you $1 million.
It's blown up. Shenyang's back end is completely blown up. 5,000 pounds sold out in seconds. Completely cleared out. Agents from all over the country.
Huh, 5,000 pounds? That was just a warm-up. Sales channel open. Full production in 3 days. Country fresh in every high-end grocer nationwide.
Good lord! Planted last season, fruiting this year. It actually worked. And me. These peaches look juicy alright. Just wonder if they're sweet. Hope they're not all looks like a bland radish. This. Holy smokes! It's so sweet. Sweet right down to my throat. Not a hint of sourness. It's 10 times better than those fancy peaches from expensive city supermarkets. Not a peach. This is a honey jar growing on a tree.
Open your eyes and look. Brix level, 18.5. Your average supermarket peach tops out at 12. Over 15 is premium. Over 18, that simply doesn't exist in the traditional farm market. Why so sweet? Because I used the latest gene, selected variety, precise water control during expansion, to lock all the sugar into the flesh. Foliar color enhancement, amino acid and trace element sugar boost. Growing a premium product isn't luck. It's hardcore expertise.
Boston! I could smell this from a mile away. $5, $5 a pound, final price. All this mountain's produce is mine. Anyone snatches it, I'll fight him to the death. Peaches at $5 a pound. How many $5 million hauls is this whole mountain worth?
Selling treasure like this by the pound is a crime. From today, my Ice Gem Sapphire peaches aren't sold by weight. They're sold by the piece. If I don't multiply the price by 10, I'd be embarrassing the Shun family agricultural name. Packing's too slow. Heat ripens them. 2 days left. All 100,000 pounds of these premium fruits will be mush. Pool your money. We build now East Side. 3 micro-controlled atmosphere cold storage units.
Freezers cost hundreds of thousands. Boss Yen. We just got this cash. Ain't even warmed it up yet. Yeah, Boss Yen. Cold storage might be a power hog. Sell cheap. Get him packed up quick for Boss Chen. Cash in hand is peace of mind.
Sell M for less. Flood the market all at once. And if you can't sell out in a day, you'll be begging folks to buy M at a discount. Selling luxury goods like they're rotten cabbage. You're short-sighted. Controlled atmosphere storage. Put the fruit into deep dormancy. It stretches the shelf life a hard 15 days. 2 weeks from now, when everyone else's peaches are rotten mush on the market, we bring out a fresh stock. Know what that's called? Market timing. A peach could fetch 88 yuan, 20-fold increase. Investment pays in 2 days. The electricity bill, pocket change.
Stagger the release. Control the market. Build cold storage now. Figure our sales and pricing. Build it! Even if we sell our pots and pans. Lausanne, will take on anyone stopping 88 buck sales.
Crews on site. 48-hour rush job around the clock. Cold storage is built. Now we wait half a month. Peaches make a grand entrance, sweeping the market.
Karma. This is pure karma. We thought, if we just bought the same saplings, we'd make big money like you all. But what grew? Nothing but sour, rock-hard fruit. Forget selling high. The rent collectors wouldn't even take them for free. They're so sour. Hundreds of acres, all rotten on the trees. Our village is bankrupt. Back then, your village got jealous seeing us sell peppers. Sneaked in to undercut us on price. Well, this time, you tried to steal the chicken and lost the rice, didn't you? You learned nothing from Boss Yen, not even basics. Go on, keep dreaming your pipe dreams.
Thought same saplings were a get-rich-quick code. If farming were that easy, every street would be full of millionaires. Good variety is just the start. Real work is in soil development. Precise control of temperature, light, water, and nutrients during fruiting. Miss one data point, and what you end up with. Your produce is worthless. Stop speculating and jumping on bandwagons. Stand firm on hardcore tech and science. Cutting corners will only leave you bankrupt and bleeding out.
Bossy, we were wrong. Please, show us a way out.
Get up. As I said before, all my tech is open source. I won't go back on my word. You learned your lesson. Starting tomorrow, 100,000 acres around here will all be incorporated into Shun agricultural domain. Let dealers nationwide know this place, and use the standards set by Shun Yan. That's the benchmark for the high-end market. Fresh fruit, fresh veggies, and additive-free dried fruit for the market. Next, we go all in on deep processing. Break ground on the factory. Set up production lines. Create chili sauce, peach preserves, dried fruit, products that capture deep industry value. Turn every single farm product into real, tangible profit.
Genius. Fresh fruit rots unsold. But preserves and chili sauce won't spoil for a year. Now, even defective and surplus fruit can be fully utilized. Solves waste. No more worry about market fluctuations. Or fruit piling up and losing money. Good!
Piling up. If you think building a factory is just to clean up a mess of unsellable, defective junk, then your mindset is forever stuck in small-time farmer thinking. Narrow and pathetic. Listen up. Raw agricultural products will always be at the bottom of the value chain. A pound of chili sells for $5. Process it into premium, additive-free sauce. Add some slick packaging, and the price per unit can hit $40. Value added skyrockets. Extend the industry chain. Build a complete, closed-loop industry system. Solidify our edge. Seize control of the market initiative.
Deep processing, deep value. The Shin family enterprise is unstoppable.
Machines are starting up. The factory begins operations today. Leave behind farming at the mercy of the weather. Become industrial workers. Build the plant at full speed. Let Peach Blossom Village products fill supermarket shelves nationwide.
We're back. We all quit and came back. Better to come home and build an empire with Boss Yen. then be a beast of burden working 996 in the city. Bossian, is the processing plant hiring? I study mechanical automation. / I study e-commerce operations. We want to be soldiers for our province's agriculture. Our village is alive. This time, Peach Blossom Village is truly, completely alive again. Before, young folks busted guts to get to the city. We couldn't find strong labor here. But now, they're lining up to rush back home. This is a miracle that changes everything.
Think you can just coast back here after failing in the city? If you're still holding on to that backup plan, defeatist mindset, pack your bags and leave right now. The Shun Empire. No place for the lazy. The countryside has opportunity. It's short on tech and business sense. If you're here today, bring what you've learned to the table and shatter those old, outdated ways of thinking for good. We'll reshape farming with industry, rewrite rural fate with skill. That's the responsibility of our generation.
Bloodline awakened, agriculture reborn, all united as one. We swear to follow the Shin Empire to the ends of the earth.
The talent is in place. The infrastructure is solid. The first phase of small-scale tinkering is over. Next step, cultivating a brand new variety. Building a world-class, specialty agricultural town.
Father plant waterlogging resistant gene extraction confirmed. Mother plant high sugar, high yield genes in position. Shenyang artificial cross-pollination complete. Success or failure rests on this moment.
What's Bossian doing? Poking flowers with tiny tweezers. What kind of miracle crop is that supposed to grow? Bossian, Countryside Fresh is selling for $5 each. Yeah, exactly. The old varieties are already making us good money. Why are you busting your hump, cooped up in this netting? Messing with some new hybrid? Can this newfangled thing really be better than the proven old stock?
Satisfied with $5 a piece. No matter how good the old varieties are, one major flood can still wipe out a third of them. One mutated downy mildew outbreak can slash the yield in half. That's depending on the weather. I'm crossbreeding for a superior seed. Is forging absolute dominance over the category. Combining waterlogging and disease resistance, high yield and sweetness. The new varieties' yield and risk resistance will far outstrip others. We'll lock down the market with this advantage.
Good lord. Are these even peppers? They're hanging heavier than a whole apple tree. That's gotta be at least 30 pounds on a single plant.
See that? That's the absolute supremacy brought by genes. Disaster-proof, insanely productive per plant. Starting tomorrow, the whole village switches to this variety. We'll rebuild the supply chain. Phasing out those outdated competitors.
Free boron fertilizer at window 2. You'll see results in 3 days.
Good lord. They can even test the dirt with machines now.
It's so damn convenient. Boss Shin, you've really done us farmers a solid.
We used to just buy pesticides. Free tests now. Boss Shin lifts us up.
Stand up. I built this for millions. Costly equipment, not for praise. All that academic talk is pseudoscience. Technology, if it doesn't, gets hands dirty in the filthiest mud of the countryside. If it doesn't turn into real, tangible yield in your hands, it's just a pile of worthless scrap metal. Empowering farmers with tech, building a modern agricultural force. That's my original intention, my commitment.
Shenyang's gone off the rails. His reputation's exploded. It's not just the 10 surrounding villages. Big growers from 2 neighboring counties are all driving over, lining up overnight for help.
Boss Shin, save our orchards. If you can fix it, all the land in our county will follow your lead.
Cure, seeds, formula lock, and users. From today, this place is no longer some insignificant village service point. It will become the supreme command hub, governing 100,000 acres of agricultural base across the Northwest.
Number 1 in the whole province. Our village, for generations. Then our backs to the soil, never dare to dream. We have a day of glory like this. Old village chief, you all performed a miracle. You used the hardest core tech. Turned poor village into county's best. Tech reshaped homeland. New model village. You flatter us too much. Before, we were just short-sighted. Timid frogs at the bottom of a well. It was Bossian who opened our eyes. This green landscape. This wealth all around. It's all Shenyang's doing. Shen, with your own 2 hands. You've transformed our county's agriculture.
Farming can't keep being a synonym for cheap labor. We're taking back control of our prices. County's Revitalization Tech Award, shattering outdated agricultural values. This new paradigm. Is just today, in front of the entire provincial media, I, Shenyang, officially announce Shen Agricultural Group is initiating a stock reform. Within 3 months, we will take our village public on the capital markets. We'll put Peach Blossom Village on top of the global agriculture game.
City venture capitalists' terms. They were predatory. They figured a bunch of dirt-poor farmers couldn't handle the high-stakes game. But I, Suhi, bet my entire life savings on it.
My god, President Sue. She staked her whole life on our Bossian. This is wilder than anything on TV. Come on, you two. Get together already. If those two teamed up, our peach blossom village would tear a hole right through the sky.
Shenyan, I like you. Not because of how much money you can make, but because of your insane dedication and relentless drive. You turn impossible situations into miracles. Be my man. I'll handle the business back end for you. We'll conquer new frontiers together up front. You game?
You think you can propose to me with a scrap of paper like that? President Sue, you've seriously underestimated my dowry. I like you too, but you won't carry the weight alone. From now on, this 100,000-acre empire, I'll split it with you. We'll rule this land together.
Yes. Power couple. Unstoppable.
The battle for Peach Blossom Village is over. Tomorrow, we take our agri-tech to the capital stage. Let the world hear the voice of Peach Blossom Village.
The 5 surrounding core villages, totaling 30,000 acres. For chili and peach expansion, all signed consolidation agreements. From this moment on, we'll implement unified tech standards across the board. One unified sales channel, the 3 unbreakable rules.
Boss Yan, us mud-footed farmers from all 5 villages. We're putting our lives in your hands. We're with Shen Yin. We could get rich with our eyes closed. Just say the word, boss. We won't sleep tonight. We'll start clearing that wasteland right now. We won't hold back the Shen family group. Not one bit.
Getting rich? If it's just me, Shen Yin, making tens of millions, driving fancy cars, that's not prosperity. That's leeching. One man's wealth is no wealth at all. Everyone getting rich, that's the golden ticket. Build an industrial community together. That's the path to revival. And a solid wall against any outside capital trying to muscle in. I want every single acre for miles around. United, we're unbreakable.
United Development.
Tens of thousands of acres, production exploding. The most jaw-dropping agricultural showcase in the whole province.
The brand is set. The foundation is rock solid. With this ace, we strike the provincial capital. The real show is just getting started.
Senior Shen Yin, we saw all the reports in the city. 10,000-acre industrial base, full biogene breeding suite. Boss Yin, we turned down all the sales offers. We came to join you. We want to do real research with you. Look at these soft-handed kids. What are you here for? Hands used to holding pens can't swing a hoe. One day in the sun, you'll all be flat. Boss Yin, keeping all these book-smart freeloaders. Isn't that just throwing money away? Isn't that a waste of money?
Drone stream live from my 10K acre base. Anyone still relying on manual labor with a hoe gets fired. You didn't graduate from AG school to become door-to-door fertilizer sales. The real countryside, ocean of stars. Your weapons now. Our code, our drones, our gene sequencers. Use cutting-edge tech to digitize 100K acres. That's the mission for the new generation of farmers.
Rejected Ryan. Arm our hometown with knowledge. All units of Shen's RD Corps reporting in.
Research matrix closed. Elite team assembled. Research driven. We march to the capital. We'll crush capital from a higher dimension.
OMG, y'all, this is not a farm. It's a straight-up sci-fi blockbuster of future agriculture. Look, Mom, look. Right there.
There's a giant robot giving the peach trees a checkup. So cool. I could spend all day here.
Big city bosses, step right up. Don't miss out. Genuine local eggs, just $1 a piece, cheap as dirt.
$1 for a farm fresh egg? I spent tens of millions creating the hottest sci-fi agriculture IP on the entire internet to funnel these high net worth city clients here. Greet them with cheap roadside junk? Not turning base into a rundown farm stay. Sell tickets to Shun's high-tech farm. Sell the $500 a night panoramic Starlight EcoPods. Use premium services to capture that traffic. A dimensional strike. Make clients want to spend. Put down roots right here.
Single day revenue breaks $1 million. The Shenyan education IP blows up completely. Second biggest profit engine after produce.
More than engine. Cash flow transforms industries. We're moving on the capital battlefield right now.
Mr. Shen, let's cut the crap. For a farm boy, to build a foundation this solid is no small feat. Become the CEO of our provincial agricultural conglomerate. ADM and stock options. Bring tech, lead yokels. You'll be rubbing elbows with the elite in no time. 80 million. Boss Yin. He won't be bought by city cash, will he? If Boss Yin leaves, who's gonna run our 100,000 acres? Us roughnecks. Back to scratching a living, broke as ever.
80 million. In your fancy circles, you think pocket change can buy me out? You think you can cut my bond with the land I built? You think money cuts the bloodline I share with this land? The folks outside my door aren't deadweight. They're the bedrock of Shun Agricultural Group. I studied farming for farmers. My roots are buried deep in this soil, and that'll never change. My worth is going to crush your profit-chasing capital. Take your empty promises back to the city. Tell the board, Peach Blossom Village won't back down. You'll surrender.
Boss Yen isn't leaving. He didn't abandon us. We're sticking with Shen Yen. We're fighting those city slicker capitalists to the end.
Trying to gut me before my IPO? You picked the wrong fight. Since the money men couldn't wait and show their fangs, we won't hold back either. Pass the word. Unleash everything. Full production capacity from all our bases. Tomorrow, we march to the capital. I'm visiting them myself. We're gonna smash their market share to pieces.
Shocking global finance, Shen Agricultural Group from the East, has successfully listed on NASDAQ today. First day market cap shattered the $1 billion mark completely. Rewriting premium produce pricing. Folks, brothers, 3 years. We went from dirt poor, couldn't afford meat, to $1 billion shareholders ringing the bell overseas. This toast to the man who led our impossible comeback, who turned mud into gold, the real deal, Boss Yen. To Boss Yen. To the Shen family.
The real deal. I'm no deity. I'm just a farm kid who couldn't stand seeing his hometown land go to waste, who couldn't watch my neighbors get bled dry by big money. Some folks told me once, rural means backward. Farming is the bottom rung grunt work. But today, with our $1 billion stock, with our world-beating super gene tech, we slap that lie right across their faces. Knowledge can change your fate, but only when you drive that knowledge. Only deep in soil does it forge a nation's backbone. To every farm scientist, may you stand tall like us, roots in the earth, spine straight. So Chinese farmers can always earn their keep with dignity. We did it. Shunyan.
This place really did become the most beautiful spot on earth. Yeah. As long as the roots hold this land.
We'll always have the life in it to work miracles. We'll always have the life force to create miracles.